Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we'll be reading two weight loss posts from Reddit. One called Do Not Get Fat, and then another about finding the willpower to lose weight. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories. Do not get fat. For my whole life, I've been obese, and I'm 18. It destroys you, physically and mentally. You go outside and you sweat like a pig. Your feet start to hurt, your back hurts, you feel like everyone is judging you. Mentally, absolutely frigging exhausting. You take the stairs, out of breath, and enjoy your headache. You bought nice jeans? Well, enjoy them for 2 weeks, because that's when the crotch will tear apart because of too much sweat. It destroys your body and mind more than anything on this world. I'm proud to say I went from 286 pounds to 171. I feel like Spider-Man. Everything in life is just so much better. But I'm still recovering from worn knees from all those years of being obese. I have worn knees while I'm 18 years old. Luckily, I'm still young, so doctors said that I'll recover quickly. Do not get fat. I was never overweight until the last few years when my life kind of blew up. Being fat makes everything so much harder. Seriously, everything. Putting on a bra, harder. Painting your toenails, harder. Getting up off the couch, harder. Sitting with your legs crossed, harder. Finding comfortable sleeping positions, freaking harder somehow. I'm so uncomfortable in this new, bigger body, and it's not just socially or mentally. It's physically uncomfortable to be fat. I can't wait to get back to my old body. I work in healthcare. I recently had a patient who was admitted for a stroke. They weigh in around the low to mid 300s. They're wheelchair bound with only a single extremity left functional. Fully incontinent for bladder and bowels. You crap yourself and don't even know it because you can't feel it. They had to get a special made wheelchair that will not fit through conventional doorways. To move them at any point outside of the chair or bed is done via a Hoyer lift, literally a crane made for people. They're younger than I am, and I'm 24. If you think that youth will save you from health issues, I promise you that's fatal. You don't have to have an ED, but healthy fat ranges exist. Even slightly overweight is fine, but obese will kill you faster than most diseases. Good for OP for catching things when they did. Learn to have a healthy lifestyle early to have quality of life later. You'll thank yourself for it even more in the future. Is serious. Formerly overweight people. How did you manage to find the willpower to lose the weight? I used to sit there and think it's going to take forever to lose weight, and I'd be instantly defeated and overwhelmed about the effort I'd have to put in. I wanted the results instantly. I didn't want to have to wait months to notice a difference. It was easier to just not try. The only thing that actually motivated me was the r/lose it and progress pic subreddits. I learned about calories in, calories out, and honestly, the idea of not having to exercise to lose weight is what appealed to me. It's now been 5 months, and I've lost 11 kilos, and I feel awesome. It's been slow progress, and I honestly could have lost more weight by now if I really gave it my all, but I'm happy. I've still got about 6 kilos to go until I'm at the weight I want to be at. It's amazing that after 5 years of being in denial about being overweight, that I fixed it in a few short months. After hating what I saw in the mirror, I eventually stopped looking in the mirror and avoiding them at all costs to save me from self-deprecation. I eventually got off my lazy butt and exercised intensely and ate healthy. I still hate mirrors because of how badly I looked in them. I'm still not confident, but I'm trying to fix the way I look at myself. When I was in my late teens, I was shown some vacation pictures and I didn't recognize myself. That was enough to make me realize something needed to change. It's been a roller coaster since then. I've lost a lot of weight and now slowly gaining some back. BMI is still healthy, mind you. It's a tough journey and I admire anybody who's trying to improve themselves. I knew I had a weight problem, but refused to take care of it because eating was one of the few joys I had in my life, and I hated to even think of eating less. Yeah, my life was so boring and colorless. And then one day I realized that I will keep aging, but my metabolism will slow down and make weight loss even harder. I finally initiated my effort to lose weight on the first day of June. I ate 50% of maximum daily calorie and did intermittent fasting and low carb diet. I have lost 90 pounds since, and plan to keep on doing it. One day at a time. No matter how bad things are, no matter how down you feel or how hopeless your weight seems, get into the gym. Do anything there. Slowly, so slowly, it becomes easier. Then you'll love it, and you'll love yourself more. Exercise makes you feel worse, then better. Honestly, I was bored and I saw an ad for a calorie tracking app, so I decided to give it a try. 11 months in, and I've lost just about 70 pounds. When I was 16, I was 210 pounds and extremely unfit. So, for 6 months, I walked to and from college every single day, which is a 3-mile journey, so 6 miles every day. Even when it was raining or freezing cold in the peak of winter, I just forced myself to do it. 5 months later, I had dropped to 154 pounds and felt like a completely different person. I'm 21 now, best thing I ever did. I always said that my weight didn't bother me as long as I could walk from A to B without trouble. It got to the point I couldn't even walk 5 minutes slowly without getting out of breath. Also, in the UK, 5XL clothing isn't easy to come by or cheap. I was maxing out 5XL clothing and couldn't afford clothes. I went from 355 pounds, 25 stone, to 196 pounds, 14 stone. I decided that I wanted to join the Navy, but I weighed 295 pounds at the time. When I came home from the recruiter telling me I was too fat, I looked in the mirror and decided that in 1 year I would be enlisted. I started by running. I set a goal of having a 10-minute mile time. When I achieved that, I started changing my eating habits as well. I counted calories and cut out all sugar and carbs. These changes alone helped me to lose 30 pounds. After I found success with those things combined, I decided to increase the intensity even more, and I added intermittent fasting and carb cycling into the mix. It was tough, but I'm happy to report that next week I'll be swearing in at 215 pounds, in 3 weeks ahead of schedule. Different strokes for different folks. The important thing to note is that weight loss is not your goal. Your goal is to find problems in your lifestyle that are making you fat and to change them for good. Now, you have to understand that getting motivated is bullcrap. Motivation will only get you so far, and then it will wear off and you are back at square one. Inversely, no one is pumping you up to brush your teeth or to do your laundry. These are simply the things that need to be done. You have to change from the core out. As someone else said, you have to make a new person. You start by targeting issues with your diet, one by one. Stop eating junk food. Cook as much as you can. If you are thirsty, drink water first, not soda, juice, or sport drinks. The problem here is that you can't force yourself to change your diet. You need to want to change it. You need to look at a hamburger when you are hungry and be able to think on your own, nah, I can wait till I get home. I'll make something else. Just as a side note, avoid multiple courses. You can eat a lot more food if you have variety. If you do eat out, just get a hamburger. Try to avoid desserts in general unless it is your designated cheat day. You will notice that when you start eating less food, you become much more selective of what you eat and want to only eat the best you have available. Cooking is no longer a big deal. Eventually, you will go to a burger joint and realize just how bland those things they serve really are. And that is one side of the coin. The other is getting active. Think realistically how often you can work out. When you make a plan, stick to it. Skipping days is a slippery slope. Record your workouts, what you did, how many repetitions, and how long you did it. Keep in mind that you are never competing with the person next to you. You are competing with the record from last time. If you are not really feeling tired or sore after a workout, increase the resistance or repetitions or time, depending on what you are doing. At the end of the month, look at your records. Go back and see how far you have come. It won't really motivate you. You don't need to be motivated, but it will show you that you are on the right path. Lastly, track your weight. You can do it every day, every week, or when you work out. Just make sure that there is a set time when you do it, but do track it and record it. I lost 80 pounds a while back, and here's how I did it. Make small changes over time, instead of many big changes all at once. You're basically setting yourself up for failure this way. I know it's cliche, but you really have to force yourself for the first couple of weeks. Even if you don't want to work out or meal prep, whatever, it may just be force yourself. You'll quickly realize you're more than capable soon enough, and after about 2 weeks, it gets a lot easier. Sleep and water are just as important as nutrition and exercise. Healthy eating can be fun, just make sure you do your research, and try new foods even if you know that you don't like them. Your palate will adapt. If you're planning on working out, start slow, light cardio, i.e. incline walk on a treadmill, and increase as you feel ready. Once you're more in the habit of healthy, I'd look into some sort of fitness program or meal plan. This won't work for everyone, but if you're really self-motivated, it'll work. By program, I mean like SkyFit, 30-Day Shred, Beachbody, etc. And preferably something that comes with a meal plan. Don't talk about it, and just do it. When you're craving a snack and feel like you can't resist, remind yourself that it's your hand putting the food into your own mouth. Reward yourself with a little treat once a week. And that brings us to the featured narwhals of the day from our subreddit. Our subreddit is a place to share pictures, ask questions, and get support on your weight loss journey. To join, just open the description below and click the top link. Click Use App, install the Reddit app, create an account, and then click Join once you're at our subreddit. We'd love to have you join us on the subreddit. Once again, the link is below. Chris Carter says, in the last 6 months, I lost 30 pounds of fat and gained 30 pounds of love. Hello says, I have officially lost 10 kilos from 88.7 kilos on April 20th to 78.7 kilos on July 11th. Thanks for an awesome community. 19 female, 160 centimeters. L. Bryn says, it's hard to tell how far you've come until you see side-by-sides. I haven't been able to wear these jeans in at least 2 years. Last time I tried them, they zipped but were too snug to wear comfortably. Tried them again today, and I haven't taken them off since. Female, 5'8", 150 to 140-ish. Thanks for sharing featured narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. Thanks for watching narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.